Hi. Let me start off by saying that I have seen a lot of videos on YouTube, a lot of videos about going natural, a lot of videos about black women and self-beauty and um, wearing weaves to wearing extensions of any sort. It's just been a lot of information, a lot of good information, a lot of misinformation on YouTube. So I thought it might be a good idea to create a video from someone who is one of those women who has reached a stage in my life that I feel I no longer want to uphold this image of what someone else said is the ideal of what a black woman is supposed to look like or what black beauty is supposed to signify. I made a decision back about 6 months ago, and I've made this decision off and on, and I've gone back and forth from natural to relaxers to jewelry curls. I've done the whole nine. But back about 6 months ago, I made a religious and totally wholehearted, whole felt decision to just go totally natural with my hair. That means no relaxers, no coloring, nothing of the sort. Just protect my hair, just let it the relaxer grow out, allow it to go back to natural, and just deal with it from there because that was a personal choice. Um, in doing so, even just having discussions with friends, associates, and people just in general, men, women, about the idea of woman with her, a black woman with her natural hair, I came across a lot of positive comments and also a lot of, surprisingly, a lot of negative comments. Um, I just take issue with the fact that it has gotten to such a state that black women are defined or shunned or looked down upon because they decide that they no longer want to perm their hair or they no longer want to wear weaves or they decide that they just want to wear their natural hair. To me personally, I don't understand what the big deal is about it. I understand why some people, it becomes an a struggle inside of them to make that decision because people look at it in such a negative light when all you're deciding to do is to not put chemicals in your hair. Let me go back a little bit. For years, I was perming my hair. I permed my hair. I wore braids, micro minis, cornrows, tree braids, crochet braids, the whole nine, weaves of all sorts, ponytails, the whole nine. And those years of doing that has did a lot of damage to my hair. I thought and I felt at the time that I was doing these things to my hair that, let's just say, I thought I would take the easier route rather than spend like it would take when I was natural an hour, 2 hours washing my hair, conditioning my hair, moisturizing my hair, and curling my hair, or just letting it be natural, whatever I chose to do without the curls and just letting it be in its natural curl pattern. I decided to take the easy way out. And those years of taking the easy way out has done a lot of damage to my hair. And let's go back. Like I said, 6 months ago, I made a decision that I wanted to go all natural. And when I speak of the damage that was done to my hair, my hair was chemically damaged. I had two different shades of hair, where my natural hair is like a dark brown, and the damage to my hair had turned my hair kind of reddish brown in some areas. I had lost most of my hair around the sides, around the nape. Oh, I mean, my hair was in bad condition. I thought that it would never, ever grow back. My sides, my nape, I thought it would never grow back. But when I made the decision 6 months ago not to touch my hair, to basically just wear protective styles, cornrows, not too tight, lace fronts, anything to kind of just leave my hair alone and just keep it washed, keep it moisturized, and just basically leave it alone, my hair started to grow back. And I was like, wow, you know, this is something. I wish I had had the sense to do this a long time ago. And I did a lot of research, like I said, on YouTube, on the internet. And there's a lot of sisters out there and a lot of men, black men. That's another subject, but we're not going to get into that right now. But a lot of brothers and sisters were very supportive of women like myself who decided to just go natural, not just because it's the Afrocentric thing to do, but it's the healthiest thing to do for your hair, just to let it be what it is. I myself am like a C4, which means my hair is very curly. As you can see, it's very, very curly. Today, I made the big chop today. My hair was a lot longer than it is now. That's because I was transitioning for 6 months and I still had the straight ends. My hair was about 8 inches around, so it was a little below the ear and a little longer in the back, maybe 10 in the back. But I had to make a decision, and I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and then finally I decided, hey, I don't care. I'm not that pressed about my hair. It's no big deal. It doesn't define me. I went ahead and cut it off. And I thought that I was going to feel some kind of weird way about it, but actually I didn't. I'm glad I did. I'm really relieved that I did because I knew it needed to be done. But it's just that there's some people out there that are so judgmental, and just like I see the battle going back and forth between having weaves and wearing wigs and being natural. I'm not saying that just because I made the decision to be natural and make the big chop, as you can see, I made it. I mean, hey, I went from about 10 inches in the back, 8 on the side, to maybe 2 inches all over. Hey, not everybody can do that. Not everybody wants to do that, and that's perfectly fine. But what I'm saying is, for those like myself that want to do that, just, you know, people need to just let people be, you know. If you make that decision and you decide that you want to go natural, it doesn't make you less of a woman. It doesn't make you less beautiful. In fact, I think it makes you more beautiful, because that means you're more confident and you're able to accept yourself as the black woman that you are, your hair the way you was given from God and your parents, and that's just the way it is. My hair doesn't define me. I'm still the woman that I am. And for years, when I was a teenager, all the way through my early 20s, I just felt that you had to have this long, luxurious hair, because that's what I was taught. I'm just here to say that that's not true. If you want to be natural, be natural. If you want to relax your hair, do it. Me personally, and like I said, it's not a judgment to anyone else, but for me personally, relaxers did a lot of damage to my hair. A lot of damage. So I'm choosing to just be natural because it's easier for me to be natural at this point, and that's just what I want to do. And anybody that chooses to do that, don't judge them. Just like anybody that's natural shouldn't judge somebody that wants to wear weave or wants to wear braids or whatever. I don't know. Maybe at some point in time, I may decide I want to change up my look and I might wear a wig or whatever. I mean, it's just your choice. Me personally, I just don't want to put any more chemicals on my hair because of the damage, the irreversible damage that it can do. Luckily for me, I caught it soon enough that I'm able to repair it. But to me, it's just not worth it. To uphold an image for somebody, please. Just me personally at this age, I just gonna be me. And if a person has a problem with that, so be it. But I'm beautiful as a black woman, regardless of whether I have a weave down my back, Whether I'm going natural or whatever it is I choose to do, I'm beautiful. And I'm just here to say that any sister that decides she wants to go natural, any sister that wants to do the big chop, whatever she wants to do you. Don't worry about what people are going to say, because you're going to get backlash. You're going to get the negativity. Don't feed into it. Just do you.